I want to ask Rachel about what was your strategy, if anything, to counter what you felt was the unfair coverage in the Union Tribune? That is, did you go to Jeff Laing and did you make it absolutely clear to him that
Yes.
that was unacceptable journalistically, and his role as an editor was to make sure that didn't happen?
My experience with actually calling anybody on anything, and I am very averse to doing that because I myself was a journalist and I know how people can be so sensitive, and I don't think that I think I was very judicious with my complaints. My experience varied. Jeff was a little bit more sensitive, but he was also very much like, sorry, hands tied. When I went to Craig and Jeff and said, I really feel that given that you actually, your publisher funded these mail pieces that you're now writing about, that ought to be disclosed. And it really ought to be disclosed every time that you're writing about these issues that you're actually actively funding. It ought to be disclosed that you know your publishers, I can't remember the number, but it's something to the effect of $350,000 into this race for one person. And would it hurt to disclose? I mean, journalists are always telling us, oh, it wouldn't hurt to disclose at all. Sunlight cures everything. But when it comes to disclosing your own interests, not so much. So yes, I did try, and it was dismissed.
If I could ask a follow-up. In a situation like that, why would you be judicious? What was to be gained by anything other than the most assertive effort to...
Well, I guess my point is, I don't just fly off at the handle and tell people that you're biased and you're this, like a lot of PR people do, because bullying often works. And I was never a bully. I only brought to the attention things that I felt were legitimate concerns. And one time, I said, this is ridiculous that you ran a story saying Fletcher denies no-show job when we didn't do this, we didn't deny a no-show job. You asked us about it, and we said the mailer was preposterous. And now your marketing on your website is Fletcher denies no-show job, and they did change that headline. But that's the only time that my concerns were considered valid, I guess.
We have time for one more quick one.